Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tech Talk Show. We're on WOL 1450, where information is power.
And give them the number 2.
You can call in 1-800-450-7876. The Tech Talk Show, that's 1-800-450-7876. Before the break, we were speaking about honoring today, which is 9/11, and what happened 9 years ago. We spoke about something that's happening on the History Channel. Mm-hmm. Let me explain what's going on. So on the History Channel, they have a show called 102 Minutes. Now, what this show is all about is, I guess, a culmination of different people's perspective. Now, these are events that happened on the day of 9/11 where they recorded it on their cell phones, on handheld cameras, and I mean from all kind of angles, and this is just an amazing
pictures,
showing how just technology is so embedded in our culture, and how it's changed the landscape for how we identify and deal with and record tragic events, and what they ended up doing, I guess all these people put together submitted their videos or what have you, mm-hmm. and the History Channel cut and paste all the stuff together to get 102 minutes of footage covering the 9/11 incident. So that airs tonight at 9 p.m.
So these were all videos taken on the day?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
actual video
as it was happening.
Mm-hmm. I didn't have that kind of phone back then. It's hard to remember what.
Well, it's not only phones, of course. There's video cameras. I mean, that's what this era is all about. So there's video cameras, there's cell phones, there's all kind of stuff.
Regular, Kodak, Handycam cameras. Right. Just all the media footage that they could get. And the thing that was pretty interesting is that I was watching some footage today. And and it definitely shows you how. These police and these EMS and fire people are real heroes because, as the building is burning, as people are running, they're running the opposite way towards the action.
Right.
And, you had a couple police ladies, policemen directing the people, to keep going, like the building's getting ready to go down. Right. And they stayed there, and I was like, that's real heroic of them right there.
It is something else to see. I remember they had some footage they had showed. There were people, just in the colleges and the buildings next door that were just filming, folks, escaping from the towers. And, here in D.C., just some of the people who have footage, of what happened, with the Pentagon and, how the plane came across and just the people who have suffered. So, I mean, definitely what we want to do right now, of course, is, just give a blessing to the families who were impacted by this event. And, and just pay honor to the people that we lost in this event. But understanding how the technology captured this event and, and they've used it over and over again on the internet. There's so many websites now. You got websites that have a conspiracy twist on it, and talking about, what didn't happen or really did happen. So there's so many websites. I was watching that the other day, and it really blew me away how many conspiracy websites they had in different perspectives. Have you guys seen any of them?
Yeah. And, it just shows the power of being able to go online. If you want to come up with a site, and take a position on, this 9/11 conspiracy thing or facts, you just get a domain name and
that's it. And, I think it's interesting because with this technology, we've even the playground, if you will. I remember there was a movie called Wag the Dog. You guys, when they talked about how the power of media and news and stuff would really impact or control the perspective of the masses. But now with the internet, you got some kids that could put together something like Loose Change and completely, compete, with what really happened during 9/11 or what their perspective of what really happened during 9/11 is. And I mean, just unbelievable some of the footage that they captured from people, not just the footage that we got from the local news. So I thought that was
what time is this show coming on? What channel?
It's coming on tonight, 9 p.m. It's going to be coming on the History Channel, and it's 102 minutes. So, if you want to take a look at that, feel free to. I know they had marathons all day today covering the 9/11 incident. So if you get an opportunity tonight, it should be pretty innovative, pretty interesting stuff. So I think we have ODO who just called in. Is that accurate? Oh, is that you? No, it doesn't look like. I thought that was him on the line.
Okay.
It must be rough out there in Chicago. Huh?
Time. What is like 6 o'clock out there?
I don't know. You know what's interesting? I'll tell you this. Now, Audio decided that he would, broadcast live from Chicago because of our partners out there in Nanotech. You get a chance, go to nanotech10.com. And check them out, of course, because of the Nanotech watch, which is one of the most amazing watches.
Yeah, and there's also a new site, techtalkreloaded.com.
Oh, yeah, and if you want to purchase one, you can go to techtalkreloaded.com.
Right.
And cop one. I mean, if you're trying to be, ahead of the game, if you want a BlackBerry G-Shock on your wrist, get ready, get it right. I mean, you got to go check out the Nanotech technology as a partner with the Tech Talk show. So, do we have him on the line? He's not on the line. We lost him, unfortunately. So that's interesting. But I wanted to ask you something, KC, SecurityOrb. I saw the other day, and this is kind of freaky. I was online, and I was concerned because I remember we talked a couple of weeks ago about the children, and about putting controls in place to block stuff. I saw where they had kids hacking into the parents' computers and getting access to stuff. And now we always talk about protecting the kids, from everybody else. But how about protecting the kids or the parents from the nosy kids? I thought that was a wild situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, just like I said, is that, these kids talk in the schoolyard about how to circumvent stuff like the V-chip, how to circumvent, certain parental controls.
Right.
You could go on YouTube,
yeah,
and type some of these things in, and someone has detailed videos of how to,
right. Now, isn't that scary? Now, I mean, parents, this is, information is such a powerful thing. It's a wonderful thing, but sometimes I'm telling you, so you can put something in place to say, "Hey, kids, I don't want you touching this stuff. I don't want you. I better lock this thing up." And now they give the kids power by giving them passwords, giving them ways to hack, get around the V-chip, reprogram their television so they can watch.
Hackers in training. That's the way it works.
It's just because the children understand technology probably 10 times better than the parents do. Yeah. So.
And that's what they were saying before, that the because the parents don't have a firm grasp. So parents, if you guys want to get empowered, I mean, come to the techtalkshow.com.
And a lot of time, these parents are using the kid's name as the passwords too. So.
Right. And we can teach you guys a little something about a password development. Right. So that'll be excellent. That'll be excellent as well. So I was thinking about Google again, right? And the competition that Google has moving forward, I guess, with Facebook. Now, Google, what is that? Is it Google Instant that we talked about last week? Is that, now tell me the difference.
No, Places.
Google Places?
Last week?
Well, Facebook Places.
Yeah, Facebook Places.
Yeah, I think last week we talked about that. Today we talked about Google Instant.
Mm-hmm.
And Instant was just where you have the search feature where you start getting results before you're finished typing your search string. But Facebook Places was where users can check in to let their friends know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just seeing the competition is becoming so fierce between these two. I mean, if they were to merge, if we had Gacebook or Foogle, I wonder what would happen if you had Foogle.com. Because I remember Google a couple of months ago. Remember they started that whole networking thing? It was supposed to replace Facebook.
I think I heard about that.
Remember
Google Buzz?
Yeah, Google. Remember Google? Where's the buzz with Google Buzz?
I didn't really like it.
Well, they got into a lot of trouble and had to pay a lot of money for some privacy issues because they came out incorrect in the beginning. So it went to court and they had to pay millions of dollars to certain individuals and the FCC or someone because of a lot of privacy breaches that happened.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so it didn't really jump off the way it was supposed to.
Right, and I know they were talking real big about that, so that's when I was like, whatever happened to the buzz? The buzz died down.
So was it gone now? Completely gone?
No, it's not completely gone, but they had to do a lot of retooling, and they were in court for a while.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so that's good news, and I just want to give a shout out, of course. One of the organizations that we partnered with when we first started the Tech Talk Show was the ChristianIvy.com website, bringing to us the media outlet of video. I don't know if you guys remember when we transitioned over to video, and we have a bunch of stuff out there, shows we've done. So shout out to ChristianIvy.com. It's the birthday weekend of the Christian Ivy website. So if you guys get a chance and you're interested in interior design, feel free to go to the KristenIvy.com website and find out information about all of your latest interior design information. And that's another organization that covers video blogs, interior design information, which is pretty exciting. Lots of videos going on. So, I mean, here it is. We're bringing this show to a conclusion. CBC next week, broadcasting live. Are you guys excited or what?
Oh, we're ready.
I Am Innovative Technology. It's the Tech Talk Show, the most exciting, innovative, entertaining technology show in the world. Tune in next week. It's going to be crazy. Chaz 2Z's, ODO, KC SecurityOrb, and yours truly, Mr. Zay, myzayday.com. Let's go.
News Talk 1450 WOL, Washington, D.C.
is power, where information